Good morning, ice. Well, what's on the docket for today? Breakfast, morning greeting from the dog, and coffee. Okay, let's see her. Oh, what? Oh my goodness. What the heck? What are you doing with that? Good morning. Sedona? What's that? Quick, quick.
Do you want your stick or a treat?
Stick or treat? Okay, fine. You can stay outside. Oh. Whoa.
Come on. Come on.
Quick. Come on.
Whoa.
There it comes. There it comes. Good morning, baby. Little squish. Tea kettle on.
Good morning,
Let's make some cafe.
oh yeah, I see all the ones you got dipped.
Most mornings start with a couple pieces of toast, coffee, with honey and almond milk, blueberries. Almond milk is heated up. Nice. What do you want? Are you gonna make my breakfast for me? Have some of this and the cafe.
Yeah.
And in more recent news, Canada is prepared to help fight Russia against the Ukraine. So, you know, that's what's happening. It's like, it's such a casual thing that they just say this, like, oh, the meeting happened and Canada's prepared to help. And it's like, does anybody want to elaborate on more of what that might entail and look like for us as a country? If we try to go to war with Russia? No, we're just going to blow that one right through the radio quick. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? Mm. Okay, so what's on the docket for today, honey? What is our plan? What are we doing today, sir? Today we're gonna do workout in the basement. Are we or no? Okay, workout in the basement. I'm gonna do...
We're gonna sit and get sad about the fact that we're not going to Miami. Spend some time doing
Miami got canceled, yeah. We'll spend some time mourning our Miami trip. We're gonna do some more, well, I'm gonna finish my Adobe course. I'll do some of my nutrition course and do some video editing. And then also continue to plan how I'm gonna make $1 million this year.
And you need to make money before the next pandemic.
Before, right. Oh yeah, because Bill Gates just warned everybody. What did he say? There's gonna be more pandemics in the future. So we just have to be very prepared. Very prepared. So I'm planning my escape. I'm gonna make $1 million this year. I'm gonna buy a cabin up in the woods up north. We're going to build a little family homestead in the bush somewhere. we're gonna just have a bunch of kids and we're gonna live off the land in Northern Ontario. Like, no, that's not real. But I mean, actually it's not far from what could be a reality, I guess. I'm sure a lot of people are contemplating doing that with their life right now, right? I guess the whole point of the vlog is just to keep me on top of using Premiere Pro, editing, being consistent. And it's nice to be able to look back and be like, what did I do on X day, you know? So I don't journal, like, not daily. I journal like, you know, a few times a month probably. So it's nice to kind of keep record in video form, I guess. That chaga mushroom stuff is so good in the coffee, and it literally, I feel like even though you get a lot of caffeine obviously from your coffee, like I don't know if it's instant or it's just placebo, but I feel pretty jacked up right now. It's got to be the mushrooms. And I didn't feel yesterday like I needed a second coffee, which was
It could also be
the what? What? The skeeters? What?
it's the dead of the winter, they're not out.
Goddamn skeeters! Oh man. It's just me! Yay! Oh, shit. You have to eat your breakfast. Can you eat it, please? Or no? What are you doing? Are you showing your belly? Your big stickies? Okay, Mommy's going upstairs now. So it's sit down time now in front of the computer. I'm going to edit some videos, do some studying for my nutrition course. I'm gonna finish my Adobe Premiere Pro course. Well, finish, I have to finish one more section. I think I have 2 sections left. So it's gonna take me like maybe 2 hours. And then my next step, lunch, obviously. And then, oh, Doug Ford's announcement at 11:30, probably actually 12 because he's always late. I bought this like work booklet, and it basically is like kind of like a life booklet. It's called Well Rounded. This girl that I follow had posted about this like booklet that she had created, and it basically has like all these different prompts. So it's like a life booklet. So it's 75 pages. She does include some recipes too, which is pretty sweet. So I'm gonna definitely try some of those. But for example, so there's some personal reflection prompts, like what are you most proud of from this year? What did you learn about yourself from this year? Pages for notes. She's got this really cool thing called the Wheel of Life. And it says, the Wheel of Life is designed to take a snapshot of your current situation across a variety of categories. So like finance, personal growth, health, friends, love, recreation, spirituality, career. And then you pick like from 1 to 5, I guess, like where you're feeling. I haven't done it yet, but, and then you can like write about each area. There's goal setting things. Like it's really cool. And I do a lot of that on my own. Like I always take time to like reassess my goals and like do all that stuff, but it's nice to kind of have everything in one spot, because I'm very chaotic
in my, when I do that. I don't know why, like, I think because I always have a blank sheet of paper in front of me, and like as things are changing, like I just write stuff down. Like I'm very organized when it comes to like sorting stuff, and like I have on my Google Drive, I have like my goals for the year, this, that, and the other thing, but I tend to write a lot of stuff out. Like if something comes to my mind, I'm just like, okay, write it down on a piece of paper. So it's like, I literally have sheets of things, ideas, things that just like come to my mind where I'm like, I just want to write it down. So I don't have like one solid flow chart when it comes to my goals, my personal goals, my career goals, all those things. So when I seen that she had posted this, I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna grab that. And it was only $10. So it's like anybody could afford that. And her name is Sophia Animato, SOFIA-ANNAMATO, and it's called Well Rounded. So it's on her website. So that's her name on, sorry, that's her name on Instagram. So you can check it out and check out her page. Her page is actually really cool. It's super aesthetic, kind of like that dark, moody aesthetic. I really like that. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna print it out at Staples. Not today though, because I don't have a car. But yeah, that's my day today. I mean, things could change, right? We might be able to pick up the car today. I'm hoping that the mechanic calls and just says, oh, it was just this like quick, easy thing. Like we can fix it, because we know the mechanic, like good friend of Mike's, and we've been going to him for as long as like I've been with Mike. I've always brought my car to him. And he's like really good and really fair priced, which is so hard to find in a mechanic. Like most of the time they're just trying to fuck you over. So he's like an honest, very honest guy, which is great. So hopefully he'll call us today and say like, yeah, you can pick up the car tomorrow morning, or you could pick it up today, which would be great. And then I'm gonna get a new little tripod. So if I can get the car today, I'm gonna pick it up, but I'm getting a little tripod from Best Buy because I've been propping my phone up on different things. And like I have like a big tripod, like you can see here, my camera tripod. And I have a clip for my phone, but it's like, I'm not carrying this thing around the house with me everywhere. Like, it's just absurd. So I'm getting like a nice little stiff one. I have a Gorilla Pod, but the legs, like, I only like using the Gorilla Pod if I have to like prop my camera up on something that's like a strange spot, like somewhere high up or something, because it has like bendy arms, but it's hard to get those arms to just stay like up stable. So I feel like I've dedicated myself to learning about, I feel like I've dedicated myself to learning a lot about business growth, e-commerce, you know, social media. Like, I know that sounds ridiculous to learn about social media, but there's a lot on the backside that people don't realize, like when you're trying to grow a business, what you have to do. And obviously consistency is the number one, but yeah, so I'm gonna be applying a lot of those things. Okay, so for lunch, I'm making just a mush, cod, and sweet potato. I have this like Asian spice seasoned chicken that I'm just making a bunch for the next couple days. I put the rest in the freezer. I find that I don't like to cook all the chicken and then freeze some of it when it's cooked, because like when you thaw it, it just tastes so strange to me. So now I'm just, instead of cooking my meat for the whole week, I'm just doing it for like half the week. I just make my mush bowl. I'll put some sweet potato, or not sweet potato, some red onion and basil, tomato, red onion. And that is it. Mush bowl. Tomatoes, onions, basil, oh, and walnuts for good measure as well. Fish, sweet potato, the whole thing is in there. So this is my lunch. And I'm probably gonna watch a YouTube video. By the way, this is on the back of my computer every day. This is my my goal / mood board or vision board. This is my vision board. Just trying to attain all of these things. Manifesting, thinking about it constantly. I got my new goals and stuff over here, so I always can refer back to them, but just a few things printed out.
Back. Our first interview completely melted my brain. Researching you is one of my favorite things to do. The breadth of topics that you cover is incredible.
So I just dropped my first vlog. So it's up. My YouTube channel, I changed the name from what it was before, which is She Found It, to Becoming Keely. So that name change just really encompasses my journey. I think I'm on a journey to becoming me, becoming everything that I know that I am and that I'm capable of. I think everyone goes through different chapters in their life, of course, and you're always becoming something different. And so on this new kind of vlog / like follow my life, watch me grow kind of thing, I am becoming a different person. And I'm different from who I was even when Mike met me, and I've changed a lot, especially in the last 2 years. And not different where like you don't know who I am. Like, I still, in the core of me, obviously I'm a lot of the same things, but I'm definitely evolving. And I know that this part of my journey is one that I absolutely want to document, because I know I am on a trajectory that is just going up. That's how I feel in my heart. And I think that this is part of my life that I do want to invest in recording and following, and being able to look back and be like, you know, wow, like, you know, January of 2022, this is how I was feeling, this is what I was doing, and look where I am now, you know? Because I guess in a way, if you don't document what you're doing, you won't really know if you've changed. You won't really know where you've grown or how life is different, because a lot of us just spend our lives doing the same things, being the same way, and I think that's incredibly boring. And I don't think that that is conducive with having a very like rich, full, and fulfilling life. And I don't mean rich as in money, I mean rich as in experiences. And if you don't change and you don't grow, then you really just don't get to experience life fully. I think that when you don't, if you're unable to look back and look at something tangible and be like, you know, wow, like I actually said 3 years ago that I was gonna achieve this goal and I did it. If you had just had that goal in your head and you never wrote it down, how would you track that? And then how would you know if you hit it? I mean, you would know if you hit it, but like, it just wouldn't have the same, I personally think it wouldn't have the same effect. That first video is up. I feel good just to release that into the world, I guess. And I'm just gonna try to do these little 10-minute vlog videos as often as I can. I can't guarantee I'm gonna do them every day, but I am trying to do little snippets of my day throughout the day, and these little rants, these little chats, and connect with some people. And, you know, being 33 years old, I'm at a point where I didn't think I'd be where I am right now. I remember like in my early 20s saying to myself, like, by the time I'm 30, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna do this, and blah, 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 blah. And literally none of it has happened. But that's not a bad thing. It's just like a lot of these materialistic and just absurd type goals, things that I wanted. It was all stuff that I just wanted in my life, but never really had a game plan on how I was going to achieve them. So when you say you want something but you don't work on it, you don't get it. So I actually wouldn't say they're absurd. They were absurd goals, but they were absurd because I wasn't doing anything to work towards them. So now I'm sitting here at this age being like, well, I didn't do any of that and I don't have any of that. But what I've learned in the last 2 years far surpasses what I would have wanted when I was 30. Like my 20-year-old self saying, I'm gonna want this when I'm 30. Right now, I'm quite happy with where I am and happy with where I am in terms of my growth. Because I think if I had continued down on that path when I was, you know, before I met Mike, my life was a hot mess. And if I had stayed in that mindset and was still chasing those materialistic type goals and like wanting to be that type of person, I'd be really unhappy right now. And meeting Mike really did change my life, but it also, not just from a, you know, literally changed the shell of my life, the destructiveness of my life, but it also changed what I believed in myself. I'm just gonna film this journey.
What? What? Oh my goodness! It's my squishy baby! Squishy baby! It's a baby! What are you doing? Slap it? Yeah! Ah! What the heck?
Hey! You sit. Look at sit.
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What is it?
Well, something's wrong with the transmission in our car, but apparently there was a recall for our year, our make, our model. So we have to send it to the dealership, which is annoying. And CAA will not just pick up our car from our auto body shop. So we have to actually go down there because it's not on the side of the road. They won't just pick it up, and it's such a hassle, and I'm so annoyed right now. And we're gonna get into an Uber, go to the auto body shop, make sure that they can grab the car. He'll take it to the dealership, and then we'll come back home. Just like a waste of time. We just have to go down there to show the CAA card. That's bullshit. But I'm gonna grab a bar, and I guess we'll go. Grabbing myself a little Cliff Bar because I know I'm gonna be hungry. Hungry right now, actually, but can't eat. Gotta go. Well,
it never ends. That's just something that could almost just be up to this point and all previous. It never ends. And just buckle up and get used to it. Oh man, shit.
here we are now.
Like I'm so resilient. The shit that, I don't know, the shit I've had to deal with. When you own a house, you have a water heater, you have furnaces, you have plumbing that goes throughout the whole house. You got to watch for leaks. Washer, dryer could act up. Fridges could act up. Now you got to buy a brand new fridge. Stoves. Oh my goodness, you have to get air conditioners, and you might, you know, the roof, to get the roof done, $10,000 to do the roof just recently. Actually even more, because we did the one roof on our own. It just never ends. You got to shovel. When you rent, you don't got to shovel, you don't got to do gardening, you don't have to cut the grass. You don't have to pay property taxes. It's and you live in the city, you don't have to drive. You don't have car payment, you don't have insurance.
Well, no, there are people with cars in the city.
No, but I mean, like, most people.
Less wear and tear, though.
Oil changes, you know, we just found out that the transmission on our car went. So on the low end, that's $3,500 on the low end.
Well,
hopefully it's covered. If it isn't, holy crap. I mean, the money's there, but like, whoa, don't expect that.
Well, we're just waiting for our Uber now, so.
Oh, man.
Okay, so we're making dinner now. And the chicken that I cooked earlier, I shredded it up, and I'm just doing like a little veggie stir fry. And I have this
peanut butter, ginger, garlic sauce. Oh, I just got a piece of thing in there that I kind of whipped up, which tastes so good. And I'm gonna heat up some rice. I pre-cooked this rice. Quick tip, by the way, if you're ever reheating rice, put some stock in it. It gives it, allows it not to dry out, gives it some extra moisture, and then you can just pop it in the microwave. Okay, so this is our typical meal. So I got some chicken, some veggies. Actually, maybe I'll use this. So I'm just gonna put my plate together. I do really enjoy cooking a lot. Kind of just like helps me take my mind off things. Like if I'm feeling super anxious, I'm like, okay, cooking dinner, like making something. But I just whipped up kind of like an Asian inspired meal for tonight. And I made this sauce. I found this sauce recipe on allrecipes.com, but kind of changed it, as I always do, kind of to our tastes. But I mean, like, look at that. That looks so good. To a side of some lime, and always with the herbs, some mint. I felt like mint would be really good on this. Then me and Mike are gonna have a nice little dinner. That is dinner tonight. I'm so excited to eat this. Oh my goodness. Just give me that lime squeeze, please. I put lemon leaves in this, which I didn't really know what I would do with them, but I bought them at the store the other day and I thought, you know what? This Asian inspo dish can get some lemon leaves, so I sauteed them in with the vegetables, and hopefully it gives it a nice little flavor. Oops. Well, since Mike's playing video games, I'm just gonna watch something on the computer. Wow, what a day. What a day it has been. Like, between the car, I had a frustrating conversation on the phone with my mother. I'm sure we all can relate to that. Yeah, just, the car was like probably the most frustrating thing all day. Having to go to the auto body shop so that they could hook the car up to the tow, and the guy actually didn't even need to see our CAA card, even though we were told we had to be there. So that was annoying, and we just came literally right back home. But our transmission's messed up, so like that could be a whole host of problems. Although our car does have a recall for it, so I cannot believe I had my hat in my hood this whole time. Honestly, I'm ready to call it a night, and it's only 7:30. So I'm just gonna eat my food. I'm gonna watch something online. I'm gonna read before bed. I didn't journal today. I did do a lot of the stuff that I wanted to do today. At least half of it was crossed off my list, which makes me feel good. Hopefully tomorrow we get a good call saying, yeah, you're covered under the recall. We're giving you a whole new transmission. Like, car is gonna be just like new. That'd be great. But yeah.
Fatima Barroso has been cooking for 40 years. She opened the first Portuguese restaurant in Sydney in the 1970s and now runs fine dining catering.
This is our favorite. We love watching food shows.
Grilled sardines.
For the barbecue.
Well, because
That's
they're
what you
fresh,
have.
really just
Yeah,
not
but
salt.
they're frozen though.
That's all it needs, nothing else.
Salt.
Lots of salt. Wow,
And
that's
so
a lot of
simple.
salt.
And bay leaves, I know you love.
Well, I love bay leaves, and we like to throw a couple of things in there to give good flavor to the food that we cook.
Fantastic. So
Good.
Oh wow,
Look at this, Keely. Look at
That's-
this.
whoa,
It's the moisture in the leaves.
And there you go.
Look at this.
nice.
Look at this.
you get a little bit of the salt.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't need to go indoors. This is not
Mike
the best
loves
smell for the
sardines.
neighbors, and this is
Oh, you can smell it now.
Oh man.